We've made it to the lower Big Quilcene trailhead. I've already connected with the Defy device. Just getting out of the car. There's no signal here, and I sent 2 messages. Took about 10 seconds. Working great so far. Excited to get down the trail. Only have about 4 hours worth of light left in the day here, but it should be plenty to get to camp. We're trying to get to Bark Shanty is the name of the camp. It's a couple of miles down the way, and like 2.3 I think. There's another camp, I believe it's called 5 Mile Camp, that is 5 miles down the trail. We'll try to get to maybe that one, probably just Bark Shanty though. Trail's in good shape, the weather's nice, a little bit of a breeze might help to keep the sweat down, but all in all, this is looking like it's going to be a pretty good hike. We will be fighting rain from the last computer models. Appears to be coming in at about 5 a.m. and gone by about 8. The weather is actually really pleasant on this trail today. Aside from the little rainstorm tomorrow morning, I think the whole trip is going to be really nice. We got to get over there quickly because daylight is fading fast. The Big Quilcene River down there, it's the lower Big Quilcene River, is roaring, but it doesn't look really flooded. Wouldn't want to fall in there. Almost got too hot and had to switch into the light second layer and take this off, but came around the corner. Now we're starting to catch a little chill. Opened up the vents on the Vita Pros, and it is a little chilly. So I think this is all about moisture management, and as long as I can keep warm, everything will be good. There's lots of these little streams running down the hill. Looks like there's been some snow, there's been some rain, some snow and rain or something like that. Every bit is full as these little creeks can get. I'm really worried we're going to have to cross a roaring, what some would call a creek. Well, we made it to the first stream crossing, and there's this really nice bridge. So this looks like you could do this trail on gravel bikes. It's so smooth. Well, the Motorola Defy kind of lost its connection. I guess it's because we're so close to the mountainside here that it's blocking the south sky. We'll go closer to camp and see if it reconnects. Winter hikes are so much shorter. I just don't like hiking in the dark. I have a light, but I feel like it would be good to get camp set up before darkness falls. See, I've doubled up on my sleeping pad. I have a closed cell pad that'll go underneath the air mattress this time, and it supposedly will do the trick as far as temperatures. It's only going to be down into the upper 30s tonight, so temperature shouldn't be too big of a problem. We'll get going. Step 1 underway. Not real I'm not real sure if there's a front and a back or a head and a tail for this tent. We're going to be using this side for just easy access. I'm going to have to guide that out. I'm going to dig a little trench to make sure any drainage goes away. This seems like a pretty big spot. And this is how we do the inflatable air mattress. Basically, the second stage of the sleep system here. I usually don't get into the tent. Try to cut down on needles and wet mud and whatnot. This is the fill sack. Here is the actual air mattress. There's a patch kit inside of here. So basically you take the strap off. Small enough to fit in the sack. Pleased with this thing, it works really good. It's kept me pretty warm. In the winter, you kind of got to go two-stage. Close this valve, open the orange one, they're color coordinated. Attach the bag. It's pretty full now. Close this valve, make sure this one's closed too, and there you go. Roll this back up and put it in the black bag. Basically, that's all we have to do for the shelter. Set up the sleeping bag, the pad. There we are. The tent is set up. I'm going to take a stroll through camp. Show you where everything is. Tent is back there. There's some cut off logs to use as stools. But I brought a stool, so how did that work out? There's a couple of campsites over here. It looks like there's 3 or 4 fire rings. Looks like people made a fire on the ground anyway for some reason. But yeah, this is obviously a very, very popular campsite. I guess down here by the water is the place where we have a clear enough view of the southern sky, because I have to come down here to send my messages, but I've sent 4 or 5 of them from down here. And this thing works pretty good. I'm real impressed with it. It doesn't work as well as I had hoped. You have to kind of walk around, given where the mountains and the trees are. But down here by the water, it is definitely connected. I can see the green light. It stays connected. Oh, there you go. You can see it. It's doing pretty well. Another update, the Defy device is still connected. Looks like whatever, I guess we've gotten far enough away from the mountain, it's just going to stay connected. That is great. Well, it took a few minutes, but I finally got the fire going. The wood's, like always, soaking wet, so it's only about 4 o'clock, but it's starting to get pretty dark. I think dusk is 4:10. This is one of the shortest days of the year. I think we only have 10 more days until the equinox. Then the days will start getting longer again. It'll be getting closer to summer. Well, the shelter's built and the fire's almost built, if we can keep it going. So, time for step 2. It's about 6 o'clock and we got the fire going. I think you can see it in the background there. Oh, I'm in the way. But yeah, we're gonna make some pad thai, freeze dried obviously. I don't even think it's but 40 degrees. Well, good morning. It's about 8:30 and nothing happened. I'm gonna go get the food down. Never did rain. It was just a really nice night. I always have coffee in the mornings, and I think I'm going to start with that today. I'm not sure if I'm going to eat today. The coffee, I'm going to drink out of the clanging coffee cup, which you hear throughout the video, which is still hanging on my bag. But I'll grab it. I don't boil the water in the cup. I just use these pots right here to do that. Set it on here. Appropriate cup of coffee. There we go. Takes a little longer to boil out here. Doesn't take that long though. Well, I had planned on staying 2 nights and staying the second night up at the second camp called 5 Mile Camp and turning around that, coming back on Friday, but I have an appointment tomorrow in the city, so this will be a 1-night trip. Kind of disappointed, but it's always fun to get out of the city and do an overnighter. In case anyone was wondering, this is just a $35 aluminum cook set that holds the fuel inside of it. It has a little stove, 2 pots, and a stand. I like it pretty good, but it came from Amazon. This is my coffee cup. Same story. It's got a clean. And now for the fun task of taking down the tent. Given I've got that appointment tomorrow, I'm still just going to hike up as far as I can go, even though 15 or 20 people went past right as I was getting ready to leave. We'll just go up the trail and see how far we get. In about 1 or 1:30 or something like that, we'll turn around. In case you were wondering where the Mariner's hat is, it's right here. This is an Aquasox hat. It is their high A affiliate in Everett. Kind of like the Tacoma Rainiers. The camp is called Camp Jolly, not 5 Mile Camp. According to the hikers that I just passed, anyway. There have been several of these on the trail so far, but these are the best places to get a look at the lower Big Quilcene River. Obviously, looks like we are at Camp Jolly here. It is not on the map. The only difference between this camp and that one is snow. Making it our way back to the original camp, into the car. The shadows are already getting long and it feels like it's really late, but it's only like 1:30. The days are so short here. It's just fairly difficult to get to that second camp with enough daylight unless you leave on one of the very early ferries, like at 6 a.m. and I just didn't do that. I guess I'll know to do that next time. Looks like there's a little bit of fog starting to roll in, which will make everything just that much more pretty. Well, we're coming up on last night's camp, so that gives us about an hour and a half of walking left. It's been a pretty quick hike. Well, I haven't run into any other people. Pretty quiet, but it was kind of shocking to see 15 or 20 people pass by the camp by the time I was heading out. Guess that means I should have got up earlier and got on the way, but it was just too cozy inside that bag. Well, according to the GPS, we're only about a mile from the car. It shouldn't take very long. It's been an awesome trail. The whole thing's been just like this, just a nice walk in the woods. I would recommend it for everybody. There we go. Again, didn't have to take the pack off. Well, it looks like we made it back to the car with not a second to spare. Sun's going down and it's getting real foggy. Lower Big Quilcene was awesome. Can't wait to do it again. Thanks for watching.